let me just adjust the lights. There we go. So apparently John wanted me to make a video about how to mod the PSP. So, this thing's actually pretty easy to mod, give it or take. He wants to know how to put games on it after you mod it. Well, let's just talk about the whole modding process, shall we? You're going to need a computer. I got a laptop here. PSP, obviously. And you're going to need one of these. This is a PS3 charging cord. It uses this kind of USB input, so if you do not have this kind of USB input, there is another way, but it requires you to have a little bit of something. Let me just pull out the card here. It's gonna need one of these. Now, this is a memory stick adapter, so this is 32 gigs. If you're gonna mod your PSP, you need 8 or more. At least that's what I would say. You can mod it with as much as you want, but if you're actually gonna play games on this, games usually take up a gigabyte. Well, usually a gig, and you're gonna need space for the save data, which is gonna cost a little more. I'm going to show you the modding process right now. So we need to get onto our computer. So let me just switch gears. So here we are on the computer. All we really need is the modding. So you want to go to I'm gonna link this, but with this you gotta go to wulu.com, I believe. I don't know how to pronounce that. They'll usually have a guide on how to do this. So yeah, they have the necessary files for the firmware. You click this or this. It really doesn't matter. Download it. I'm using 661. This is 660. But really, doesn't matter which one you use. After you download that, you need to hook up your PSP. Now, my PSPs aren't modded, so there's no point. So, just plug your PSP into the USB port, and you have to plug it in. I have to turn it on because I restarted my PSP for this video. So, you have your PSP all raring to go with the USB. Then you need to go into its files. These are its files, but you know, what you're going to probably need to create is a folder like this. Just type it out. That's all you need to do. As you can see, the games take up like 11 gigs, so that's why I said you may want to get a bigger memory stick. 32 is big enough. Want to upgrade it bigger? I don't think the PSP really supports anything above 32 gigs, so when you get that firmware stuff, which you should have gotten files for, you need to put it in a game folder, either called Pro Update or Pro Recovery. Put those two in here, and you should just be able to activate on your PSP. After you do that, we'll need to switch gears back to the PSP, since you got your stuff modded, basically, and we do not need to worry about downloading anything else other than ROMs, which I will show later. So we basically got almost everything we need. We just need to do one last thing, and that has to go to here. Now all my games are here, but they won't work because I didn't buy them. So you activate Pro Recovery, and I usually just activate Pro Recovery when it crashes. You're gonna go
if your PSP ever crashes when you're modding. And oh yeah, you need to get the firmware that's with the version of your PSP, so update your PSP is what I'm saying. You're gonna need it. It will not work unless you update it. So basically just press X to launch, X again. It'll reboot it into the Le Special. Now I don't have a custom theme, or else, you know, something different will be playing, but custom themes change up how the boot works. So now that we got it modded, this is modded because now you can see all my games. See that big old list? Humongo, and Twisted Metal's on there. Something that isn't in the system. You need to put it back in USB mode. But we're not going to do that for this one. At least, I'm not going to do it. I will show how you'll get games. So, back to the computer.
So now we got the PSP modded. We got the extra shit. We got everything we need. Now we just are missing one last ingredient. The games. So let's go to free ROMs. I trust this site. Never really asked for any information from me, so I don't really have a problem. We got a PlayStation Portable, and you just select whatever game you want. Let's say I want Dexter. And just scroll through. Okay, Dante's Inferno. There's Dexter. Really? It's just find the name, first letter of the name, click it, search through the list. Put PSP games on here, or homebrew if you really want to, which means you'll have to go back to that site where you got the modded mod file from. But other than that, put games. I have games on my folder, so I can just show you. So after you get all those lovely games, we would want to hook up our PSP, which right now. This also depends on what version you're using, because if you have a 1000, you're gonna have to. There's no extra steps for each version, but I mean, support's gonna be there. So we gotta go into this folder. I need to actually go to my ROM folder. My PSP emulator. It's probably where all my games. No, games aren't stored there. It's stored in here. So yeah, let's see. I want Tomb Raider Legend. Drag it into that folder, into the ISO. It's not going to be made when you make them. I'm gonna make this clear. It's not going to be made when you mod it. You have to label it like this, and it has to be in that spot. It cannot be anywhere else on the memory stick. It has to be on the root. The first thing you see. Because if you don't, your games aren't going to show up. So, yeah, this folder has to be on this screen when you first plug it in. It cannot be anywhere else. Well, let's say you want to play a PS1 game. PS1 games, I don't really know where you would find them. You'd have to search them up yourself. But actually, we'll just go straight to the game folder. Technically, homebrew apps will also go in this folder. Cave Stories here, my PS1 games. I'll go here. After you're done with that part, yeah, unplug it, and you can start playing your games. Simple as that. Pretty easy too. I don't see where John gets this. It's hard to do anything on it. It's not. You just need to know where you're looking. So I'm pretty much done here with the modding. That's all you need to know. Like, comment, and subscribe. I may make another video like this with a different system, if I know how. But for now, go have fun with your new modded PS. If you have a PSP emulator, disregard everything I just told you. Goodbye for now.